Good afternoon, Mzansi, and a very warm welcome to you. My name is Balisa Tembe, and this is Afternoon Express. Now, it is a Tuesday, so you already know what time it is. It is our famous cook-along. Now, I'm so excited to be cooking along side by side with you from the top to the end of the show. But I can't do it alone. In the kitchen, I've got my favorites of all time. Chef Mo, welcome back.
Thank you so much for having me.
Girl, twice in 1 week, I feel lucky.
Hey. Lucky, everyone.
I know, and I'm here for it. I'm so here for it. And we're welcoming back into the loft Chef Aisha. Now, girlfriend, last time you were just such a smash hit last week, we had to bring it back.
Obviously.
I love it. So what are you going to be cooking for us? What's on the menu?
So for today, we're going to be doing a lovely biltong on cheese pastry wreath as a starter. Very quick, very simple. And then we're moving on to yam, chicken and feta pasta. And then dessert, we're going to be doing a nice ode to South African dessert. We are doing sago pudding.
I love that. That sounds absolutely delicious. So without further ado, with the elite quality, elite taste, and elite texture, giving your family the best of the best has become so much easier thanks to Clover cheese. Now, on our cook-along today, Chef Aisha will take us on an indulgent soiree with a biltong and cheese wreath to get cooking along with us and, of course, get the party started. Now, ladies, let's get cooking. What do we need to make this delicious biltong and cheese wreath?
Okay, so for this, it's all about convenience. Again, as always, that's my go-to. We are using a store-bought puff pastry. And then what you are going to be doing for us is grating some cheese. We're using some lovely Clover cheese. Okay. And then classic South African ingredient, biltong.
I love myself some biltong, South Africa. Whether I'm hungry, whether I'm feeling peckish and snackish, and obviously it is no surprise that I am such a cheese girl, so I'm here for it. And what I also love about Clover cheese is that it contains 100% Clover milk. So you know what? Ticking all the boxes. And over there, Mo, what are you up to?
So if you do have a little bit more time on your hands, you can totally make the pastry from scratch. And Aisha has also come up with a 2-ingredient pastry, which is self-raising flour and plain yogurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so good. And that one's going to be more of, if you're doing it like that, we're going to have more of a bread texture than a pastry texture. Yeah. So what we're going to do is just roll this out, just a little bit of flour, just so that it doesn't stick. And we are going to, as best as I can, into a circular motion. And then, let's do that.
So that is essentially rolling out your puff pastry. But I love the fact here that you're showing us two different methods, essentially, of creating this delicious meal from scratch, if you're those type of people or type of event hosts, and you love to start things from scratch.
You like to do everything yourself.
Girl, then that's what Chef Mo is essentially doing. But Chef Mo, you said that the consistency will then come out different. It'll come out, so which one is a bit more stodgier and which one is a little bit more light?
So this one that I'm making is a little bit more stodgier, but then you roll it out thinly. And also if you think about, sort of like a bread texture, like Aisha said, then that with the cheese and the biltong.
That's going to be so good.
So indulgent. And also you want to impress your girlfriends when you're having them over for dinner. So go the extra mile. But also when you have no time at all, the puff pastry is the perfect method.
The way to go. So what I've got is as circular as I could get that by freehand. So what we're going to do is just in the center of this, do a little asterisk, just because we are going to be using that to be pulling our corners and recreating the wreath shape or form with that. So, Pali, do you have our cheese?
Yep, cheese check.
Cool, thank you.
So before you cut it,
we're going to
add
do that.
The cheese first.
So we're going to do the cheese all around, avoiding obviously where the points are.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to do something simple for myself and then do that. And then obviously first thing, because puff pastry will 100% stick to whatever you are using. Cooking spray, baking spray, olive oil, little bit of butter, anything just to stick it down. I'm just going to do that.
And that's for any baking?
That's for any baking, for any type of pastry, even the one that you are doing over there.
Yeah.
Just lost my shape there a little bit.
I love this. This is delicious, ladies. But as I'm just chopping up my biltong, I'm just becoming reminded slowly but surely of the holiday that we just celebrated, which was Human Rights Day. And that's what today's recipe is all about. I mean, if we were to just backtrack, and if you also observed the day, you know what it's all about. It's just essentially celebrating not only our heritage, but where we come from as a nation. Of course, it has been a bit of a dark history, but we're turning it up and celebrating the most positive side of it, which is with our South African, proudly South African food. So as I chop up this biltong, that's just what I was thinking. But I mean, Aisha, when you do think of proudly kind of South African meals and human rights day and what it means to different South Africans, how do you then create something perfect within your menu?
Oh, that's a difficult one.
Yeah.
If I look at, we've got so many dishes that we are proud of. The classic ones that everybody knows. I mean, we've got so many different cultures and religions within South Africa that everyone has their own sort of dishes that they have. We've got milk tart, we've got sago pudding like we've done, there's peppermint crisp. I don't know anybody that doesn't, any South African, put it that way, that does not like a peppermint crisp tart.
Yeah.
We can also think of, oh gosh, there's so many. A
I
good
love
curry,
that.
a bani chow, malva pudding, just, back in desserts, a bani chow. Love a good bani chow. I think that's unique to us, if I'm not
Definitely.
mistaken.
I mean,
Yes.
I'm here for all of that. I mean, Mzansi, that's what it's all about here, showing us different ways of celebrating who we are, La Mzansi. We're doing it with food today during our cook-along, thanks to our guest chef, Aisha. And we're about halfway, would you say, with creating
We're almost
this
done,
delicious
yes.
wreath.
We're just waiting for you and the biltong.
Okay, perfect. So as a quick recap, Chef Mo, what did we put together to create this delicious wreath?
So I started with a 2-ingredient dough, which was just yogurt and self-raising flour. As you can see, it came together so nicely. Basically, with just 2 cups of flour and 1 cup of yogurt. And then you've got a beautiful, soft, pliable dough. Put that aside to let it rest for a little bit. And then Aisha has created a beautiful wreath shape.
It started out as a wreath shape.
So you first make your asterisk.
Yeah, the asterisk in the middle.
Yeah.
It would be ideal to then first move it onto your dish before you cut the asterisk out, but it's all good. So then we've added salt and pepper to season. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to pull that over and we are going to create that little, cute little shape. And then we've got little pockets over there of cheese and biltong.
And you fold in the ends.
Yeah, we're going to fold in the ends, just that it looks exactly like a wreath. There we go.
Now, ladies, as you're just folding up your wreath and putting that all together, we could not do this recipe entirely without the love of Clover. You know the goodness of Clover, ladies. Clover cheese includes a elite range of different cheeses ranging from cheddar, Gouda, Tussers and white cheddar to feta. Now I know that we're going to also be using our feta in the next ingredients, with the next recipe rather, which I'm so excited for. So ladies, this is what we're here for. We're kind of creating a girls get together party here. I'm here for it.
Oh, definitely. I mean, we are still under lockdown, even though it is lighter restrictions. We are still under lockdown. We all should still be observing social distancing. Yeah. So if you are having your girls over for a girls' night, a girls' stay-in, this is one of those things that's so quick, so easy to do, and everyone can enjoy. And I mean, it's indulgent. It's butter, it's cheese, biltong, it's all the good stuff.
I mean, Aisha, as you are detailing those delicious ingredients that we used, just head over to our website right now, Mzansi, at afternoonexpress.co.za, and you can get the full ingredients list and recipe to make this delicious starter, biltong and cheese wreath. I mean, I'm loving it. Thank you so much for showing us how to do it. I mean, Chef Mo, any last tips and tricks when we put this together?
I think maybe just you sprinkle over a bit of dried herbs.
Yeah, we did an egg wash. You have to do. That's going to give you that nice golden glow over your pasty. It's always advised to do that over a pasty. And just some dried herbs. By all means, you can use it fresh herb as well. Mixed herbs, anything that you prefer. You can do a nice chili flake over. If you're in for a little bit of heat as well. In your oven for 200 degrees at 15 minutes and done.
We are done and dusted, just like that. Nothing but elite quality, elite taste, and elite texture. To get the recipe, again, Mzansi, head over to our website and stay tuned for more to come. Now, on social media, I want to find out from you, if we here at Afternoon Express were to visit you at your home, what do you think we'd rate your cooking out of 10? Use that hashtag Afternoon Express in all of your comments. But coming up, we're going to be creating a delicious chicken and feta pasta that we're going to be breaking up in 2 different parts. Whilst I enjoy this biltong, see you after these.
Clover cheese is for those who love life, where everything falls into place and melts away our cares, adding joy and stretching our imagination. Clover, for the love of cheese.
Made with love by Clover.